Hey guys, it's Ken Maxfield, the Hide Guy. I am the owner and managing editor of the Maxfield Report, and this is our global hide recap for the week ending March the 13th. Week started off with Packers offer list, even a little bit smaller than the week prior. Packers were also reported to be adding on some more money. A lot of asking prices were up $1. As things started off, potential buyers found the increased asking prices a bit difficult to swallow. They started trying to bid at the last traded levels or even lower than that. Packers were not willing to take it. And then by the second half of this week, it appears that all heck broke loose because we saw activity that we have never seen in the 30 years I've been in this business. It was just absolutely pandemonium. There was panic buying. You had trading that took place in the course of 48 to 72 hours at prices anywhere from $2 to $6 higher than the week prior. People acting as if they couldn't get hold of enough hides. It was just absolutely nuts. As far as how many hides were sold, I think a little more than what most people are thinking, especially at some of the levels that were traded. I think a lot of the sellers found it hard to resist these prices. So I think it was a pretty good week of sales, obviously, for the Packers. Did they sell enough to match up the harvest? That might not be quite right, but anytime you see prices trade 20% higher than they started the week, it's kind of a crazy deal. So I talked to guys who've been in this trade longer than I have. They hadn't seen anything like that. On the cowhide side of the business, very similar story. The producers entered the week very well sold. Offer lists that were smaller than the week prior, tack it on higher prices. Buyers resisting. There was some unsolicited bids to start the week and items not offered. The producers didn't want to chase them. The people were trying to bid lower than the asking prices. The counters were at full price. And again, by the second half of the week, same thing. All heck broke loose. There were trades that were anywhere from $2 to $5 higher than the week prior, even $6 higher. And, prices up even higher than on the big packer stuff because, of course, the cows were a little bit lower. So there was prices up to, almost 25% over where they started. So a decent week of sales. It's crazy. To try to explain it, we've almost reaped 2 million animals in the last 3 weeks. I don't think sales have totaled 2 million, but we've seen this market, the prices of hides just go crazily higher. So it is a market that is really unprecedented right now. On the knock, it was 647,000, a little bit lighter on Saturday than what we were thinking. That compares to 665 last week and 641 a year ago. Right now, we are off about 3% versus a year ago. However, one thing I've been writing about, and I'll share in this video, remember in 2020, the third week of April forward until about the second week of June, we had COVID ravaging packing houses across the nation. Number of packing houses closed, unable to run at full capacity. You saw about 1 million less cattle killed from that third week of April until second week of June than what we should have normally seen. So keep that in mind that we are going to see we're going to catch up on that harvest in a very fast fashion. So, the export report was a very impressive numbers as well. Net sales of 518,000 hides, China accounting for about 75% of that. The wet blue sales were 145,000. Combined, one of the best, I believe it was a combined marketing year high for sales this year. Shipments were respectable, 390,000 wet salted, and then we had 109,000 wet blue hides. So not the marketing year high for shipments, but a little better than it has been. The shipping issues in the States still are around. They're not nearly as bad as they were, say, 4 weeks ago, but there's still a problem. So that's not easing yet. And let's be honest, in my opinion, if we didn't have the shipping issues that we have right now, these prices might even be higher than where we're at. Reports from the members of the trade in Europe They were bumping up against the ceiling on some of their asking prices, but before the week started, their prices were substantially higher than in the U.S. Well, with what's happened in the U.S., leads us to suspect that they're probably going to see some prices push higher there. But that said, they have their abattoirs pushing the processors to pay more money. So it's just kind of a, yin and a yang. But right now, I just don't see anybody trading hides lower in any part of the world. Down in Brazil, fresh hide prices up again. Actually, fresh hide prices are I shouldn't say probably, they are double what they were back in December. They're around 230, 240 reais. The harvest since the end of December through the end of last month off about 30 to 35% down in Brazil. That's a major reason for it. That's a combination of tight live cattle supplies and COVID. Wet blue prices fully entrenched at about $1 a square foot. Rumors of people are getting more, but right now those are rumors. But I tell you what, with the push that we've seen in the United States here this last week, I wouldn't be shocked if these guys in Brazil didn't get more money too. Our friends in Australia, same story. Their harvest is running at low levels. They've got a shortage of live cattle. Live cattle prices all-time record levels. As a comparison, packers in Australia are losing $200-300 a head. Packers in the United States are making $300 a head. So just the total opposite what's going on right now. But because of the tight supplies and the demand for the hides, sellers have been able to get $2-3 increases over the last levels. Everybody's well sold, and I look for them to continue to try to push prices higher as we go. So as far as what I think is going to happen for next week, you're going to have to check into the website and see that. I give a forecast every Friday as to I think what's going to happen. Just not going to give it away for free. However, you can take a peek at my stuff for free. Go out to the website, www.themaxfieldreport.com. Request to have a sample sent to you. If you like the sample, I'll follow up with an email. We can set you up on a temporary trial membership and see how you like it. Don't even require a credit card to do it. So that's it for this week. Ken Maxfield, the Hide Guy. Again, check out the website, and until next week, thanks.